Have you ever wondered why most of the miracles that Jesus did were in public places? Why didn't he just sit down in his house and just do one or two little things? Most of those miracles were even in strategic places. Let me say something very strong. Nobody knows that you are talented. Nobody knows that you are gifted, and nobody knows that you are anointed. It's only you and your family that is aware. Nobody knows that you are a good singer. You have to show people. Most times, God will give you, of course, your gifts and your talents for free. But he will put you in a condition where he makes your story start from a point where your talent cannot feed you. Because in most cases, talent needs to be sponsored. Have you not wondered why an artist, you have been singing for years and all that, you were talented and stuff, but it's when a record label picks you and signs you up and begin to sponsor your talent, that is when that artist now begins to make something good out of his own life. Doesn't mean that when he was signed was when he got his talent. No, he had his talent from birth, but it only became relevant when it was sponsored. And sometimes nobody believes in your gift, so who will sponsor it? Who is going to sponsor your gift? It has to be you. Most gifted people don't know that they need to get a job. Most gifted people don't know that they need to learn a skill, because your skill is supposed to sponsor your talent until your talent is able to sponsor your lifestyle. Some of you just need to dedicate the next 2 years of your life. Just go and get a job, save enough, learn a skill that can pay you more, and work on that skill for the next 2 years of your life till it's giving you enough cash flow to sponsor what you are talented at. I am speaking here today because I know this is one of the things that I am gifted with. But the reason why this video is clear is because I worked hard. It's not just talking that gave me this camera that I am seeing on this video. Me talking here, I feel like I am doing what I am born for, to speak to people. I feel like this is what I am gifted at. But the reason why many of you are watching this video now is because this video is clean. I once heard Eric Gugua say that the more talented you are, the more chances you have at being a failure. Alright, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I am PTG. You can do well to click the subscribe button, like this video, comment your thoughts, and share it to someone that will need to watch this. I also click the notification bell above so that anytime we drop videos like this, you can be notified and you can be one of the first people to watch it, as they can be quite very informative and life transforming. Now let's go straight into the video. This video, I'm making it out of a serious burden. I am making this out because I am very, very burdened. Because sometimes nobody ends up more broke than the gifted, than the talented. Nobody ends up more irrelevant sometimes than the anointed. Nobody ends up with a more empty account than somebody who is actually talented. Now, to put this in a more wider context that we can all relate to, let's see. Have you ever sat down to wonder why the school where you graduated from, in most cases, it is those students that were the best in school that end up as failures in life? Now, people see stuff like this and very few bother about saying why. What is happening? And in most cases, a lot of people believe that people who are successful, or the reason why people fail in life, is because they were successful in school. No. Now, let me break this down. Let me start by saying something. Sometimes the success that these people gained from school made them to believe that everything in life will be handed easily to them because they were brilliant, or because you are talented and because you are gifted. Remember how in school then, whenever a new teacher comes in, they don't need to introduce themselves. You understand? Those brilliant students, they don't need to introduce themselves. The thing naturally shows. Do you understand? And suddenly they are the ones that are given the position of class captain. They are the ones named prefects. You understand? And you see, the reason why those who are failures in school in most cases come out to be the most successful one is this very reason. You see, those ones that did well in school, they end up feeling like because they are gifted, talented, or brilliant, the world should hand them stuffs for free. So they lose the urge to chase things. Do you understand? Whereas the other kid who was a failure in school always ends up the successful one because he already had this mindset that he's a failure in school. If he doesn't focus on hard work, he is done. Do you understand? He believes that the only way he can get out of his mess is if he labors hard for it. Let me say something very strong. Nobody knows that you are talented. Nobody knows that you are gifted, and nobody knows that you are anointed. It's only you and your family that is aware. Have you ever wondered why most of the miracles that Jesus did were in public places? Why didn't he just sit down in his house and just do one or two little things? Have you ever wondered why most of those miracles were even in strategic places? See, the reason why most talented people end up poor, right, is because they feel like they are talented, they are gifted, so everybody should know and everything in the world should come to them naturally. But bro, that is not the case. Nobody knows that you are a good singer. Like, not much people are aware that you are a professional. Nobody knows that you are gifted. Nobody even knows that you are anointed. You have to show people. Nobody is aware. You have to show us, bro. If I see you, I feel like I am better than you. If you see me, you think you are better than me. So you have to show something. You have to show. Nobody knows that you are this good with your skill. Nobody knows. You have to show it. You have to show it. And this is the reason why in most cases, even in relationships, sometimes the attractive ones, especially as men, the attractive ones end up more single. Do you understand? Because everybody feels like he is taken, even female. Everybody feels like she's taken. You understand? So there is a strategic way, and there is an amount of human efforts that you can apply even though you are gifted. And one of the most beautiful and yet hard things that people fail to realize, which is one of the reasons why people fail also, is that most times God will give you, of course, your gifts and your talents for free. You understand? But he will put you in a condition where, so that life doesn't seem imbalanced and doesn't seem like there's some level of partiality to it. You understand? So what he does is that he makes your story start from a point where your talent cannot feed you. Your gift cannot feed you. And this is why many people fail. This is why a lot of people, if you go to churches, you will see a lot of young people that are very talented but broke. Because in most cases, talent needs to be sponsored. The only way talent gets relevant is when it is sponsored. Have you not wondered why an artist, you have been singing for years and all that, you were talented and stuff, but it's when a record label picks you and signs you up and begin to sponsor your talent, that is when that artist now begins to make something good out of his own life. Doesn't mean that when he was signed was when he got his talent. No, he had his talent from birth, but it only became relevant when it was sponsored. Do you understand? And in most cases, many of us in our own stories, we will not get our sponsorship from outside. We will have to labor for it, and that's the beauty. Sometimes that's what ends up being the most beautiful stories. So what I'm saying in essence is that I know you are gifted, I know that you are talented, but bro, you also have to work. I have this friend of mine that is a musician. I always tell him, I say, if there's anybody I want to be successful in music, it's you. Do you know why? This guy he works a 9 to 5 instead of begging everybody in the name of nobody knows tomorrow. You also don't know my tomorrow. You understand? And I cannot be working my today and giving to you for the hope of tomorrow. Do you understand? So this guy, he works. He does a job that doesn't even pay that much, but as soon as he gets paid, he's rushing to the studio with more than half of that money. Honestly. I tell him till today that there's anybody I want to be successful is you, because you deserve it. Do you understand? So talent must be sponsored, gift must be sponsored, and most times this sponsorship has to come from your own suffering. There are two types of suffering in life, because everybody suffers, and this is what most broke people don't know. The rich suffer, but their suffering is self-inflicted, while what most broke people go through is the suffering that life puts on them. If you choose not to suffer yourself, life will stress you. Have you checked the rich? Poor people don't know in most cases that they rest more. People with an empty bank account don't know that they enjoy life more. I've seen it. I've seen it even among my age mates. Envious of the little wins that we have, but they don't notice that they are suffering in life because they are not suffering the kind of suffering that I put myself through. I didn't wait for life to put me through it. Go and ask the great men. Go and ask Dangote. You will figure out, so he probably rests less than you. You sleep more than him. You spend more time with women more than him. Do you understand? You spend more time at the bar having a chill, saying you want to chill. You spend more time. You are enjoying more than him. Do you understand? That is why life is putting you through the suffering. Because as long as this life remains, you must suffer. But him, he chooses to suffer in a different way. While you were sleeping, he went to work. While you were chilling with friends, he was going for another meeting. So because of that suffering, life is easy for him. But because you chose not to go through that suffering, that is why you don't have food in your house. Do you understand? The reason why a farmer has enough food in his house and will not lack food is because he spent a long time under the sun. Do you understand? So self-inflicted suffering is how we get out. That's how we get out. And this is what a lot of people fail to know. I repeat, nobody knows that you are talented. Nobody knows that you are gifted. And you see that your gift, it needs to be sponsored. And sometimes nobody believes in your gift. So who will sponsor it? Who is going to sponsor your gift? It has to be you. Most gifted people don't know that they need to get a job. Most gifted people don't know that they need to learn a skill. Because your skill is supposed to sponsor your talent until your talent is able to sponsor your lifestyle. This is why there are many broke people. And the story is more tragic when we know you to be so talented, to be so good, to be such a professional, but you have nothing to show for it. Do you understand? So bro, you need to work. You need to get back to work. And you see, even that your talent, nobody is even aware that you are talented. You need to show it. You that is handsome, that likes that girl, I know you feel like naturally she should come to you. But no, she doesn't know that you are single. You have to go for her. You have to go for her. You have to go. The only way we get things in this world is if we go for it. Is if we suffer for it. Alright, so let me give a scenario from something that happened from my own life, personally as an individual. I play the keyboard in the church that I attend. I play the keyboard, and then there were some pastors, some new pastors that joined our church, and they personally didn't know. They just said, they always compliment me, you are good, I love the way you play, the way you, and all that. Till 1 year later, when I was at a concert that was hosted in that very church, and I was one of those that sang. One person came and met me and he said, you are one of the best singers I've seen in this place. Do you understand? Another day, somebody saw me speak. Again, one of the same pastors, and said, I didn't know you can speak like this. I didn't know you understand the Bible like this. I didn't know you understand this thing like this. Bro, I have been able to stand in some places and speak just because of that concert that they saw me. These were the same people that were in the same building with me for over 1 year. But bro, because they only saw me play, they didn't know I was gifted and I was so good in other things. So nobody knows. See, nobody knows that you are anointed. Nobody is aware. You have to show it. Jesus went around doing miracles. He did miracles on the streets. That's why you hear a lot of people say, people don't even know. People don't even, people, because I know they show myself, people don't even know. If I start to tell you, don't tell people, show them. You are right, nobody knows. Nobody knows that you are a good preacher. Nobody knows that you are a good singer. Nobody knows that you are a professional designer. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That thing that you say is right. Nobody is aware. You have to show us. We don't know. So how do you want to live your life? How do you want your story to be written? As the guy who was gifted but waited so much and life did not throw the results of his gifts at his face? Or as the guy that tried so hard, that worked so hard? For example, if I am a speaker, bro, you need to put in more effort. You need to work harder. You need to, I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm telling you the reality of life, that you need to add more pressure on yourself. I know you are gifted. I know you are talented, but nobody is aware. And for now, your talent needs sponsorship. Some of you just need to dedicate the next 2 years of your life. I know you are gifted at something, but dedicate the next 2 years of your life. Just go and get a job. Work that job, save enough, learn a skill that can pay you more from that job, right? Pick up that skill and work on that skill for the next 2 years of your life till it's giving you enough cash flow to sponsor what you are talented at. Do you understand? I'm speaking here today because I know this is one of the things that I am gifted with. Do you understand? But the reason why this video is clear is because I worked hard. It's not just talking that gave me this camera that I are seeing on this video. I had to go and work, and the reason why now I am this me talking here, I feel like I am doing what I am born for. This is my purpose. This is my talent, to speak to people. I feel like this is what I am gifted at. But the reason why many of you are watching this video now is because this video is clean. I worked hard for it first. I have an academy. I have businesses that I do. Do you understand? That is the reason why this background doesn't look anything like where I grew up. Because I'm sure if I made a video there, you probably wouldn't even be watching this video. Do you understand? But my background looks better enough for you to want to pay attention to my talents because I have worked hard for it. Do you understand? This is me. This is me. This is my talent now. This is one of the things that I know I am talented at. This is one of the things I know I am good at naturally since when I was born. Do you understand? But you see this background, this good camera, it's not my talent that gave me. So it is hard work sponsoring my talent, and that's probably the reason why you are still paying attention to this video. So bro, you need to work. I'm scared of what would they say? Some of you need to take a break for a while and just go and work and find yourself. I once heard Eric Gugua say, can I remember exactly how he put it? But he said that the more talented you are, the more chances you have at being a failure. And I understood that completely. Do you understand? Because most talented people feels like the world should come and hand them over all the goodies of this life because they are talented, and they feel like everybody should know that they are talented and they are gifted. But I'm here to tell you that nobody knows. You have to show us. I have seen some of the best preachers in my life that are not known because they are not posting their videos online. Meanwhile, there are preachers that come that speak words that are not even scripture based, but they are known more. Their message is spreading more. They are deceiving more people because they are taking it out more. Nobody knows that you know the Bible better. Nobody knows that you know the word of God better. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that you are the best preacher in the building. Nobody knows. You have to show us. You have to show us. You have to show us. This is the reason why marriages are getting more ruined now, because heartbroken people pick up their phone every day and they are making videos and making young girls hate men, making young men not want to sacrifice for women anymore. Whereas the people that have happy relationships are not making any videos. They are not coming out to talk. So people, my generation does not know that love is a beautiful thing. My generation does not know that love takes sacrifice. My generation does not know that people fight in relationship. My generation does not know that sometimes the husband will not pick the call. The generation does not know. We are not aware. That is the reason why it's all messed up now. But you that knows, you need to come out and talk to us. We don't know. Alright, this is PTG. Thank you for sticking to this video. See you in the next video.